Very heavy feeling. Your heart drops into your stomach.
Welcome back to Lustcast. Today we're going to be talking about homemade sex tapes, especially because of the Georgia Harrison and Stephen Baer sex tape. So we thought this is a good time to talk about homemade sex tapes and like what's good, what's bad about them, how to do them, how to keep yourself safe, and all of that. Before we do that, please like, subscribe, like wherever you are on Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Just subscribe, like, share it. Just do your best to get as many viewers as possible for us. And
Spread the word.
Yeah, and today talking about homemade sex tapes is who else but Kiara Lord.
Yeah, I mean, hi. I'm just always here, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of your podcast as well now. It's like...
Oh, I don't feel that way.
No?
No, I completely think of this podcast as your child, and I'm just participating in it.
My baby.
Mm-hmm. It's our baby, maybe.
Our baby, yeah. You've definitely helped a lot. So
I love it.
I can only say thank you.
It pushes me as well to be better and speak better English. Because, you know, I still get hate for my English.
Really?
Of course.
But I thought usually people like English with a foreign accent.
It's the Hungarians who don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Because they think even though I speak good English, it's not good enough. You know, it's like not exceptionally good. Like I make mistakes when it comes to grammar.
I don't know any Hungarians that speak as good English as you. So,
you know, I think everyone speaks like really good English inside their head and think like, you know, but once you have to talk continuously in front of the camera and stuff, I think it really changes. It's a game changer.
It's so stupid. I always tell people, like foreign people, that like it really doesn't matter to be grammatically correct or
just speak.
To spell everything correctly. Just the only thing that matters is that people understand you.
Yeah.
It's like the most important thing.
Of course, it's cool if you are like really good at it and, you know, you can actually express yourself and make the conversation somewhat interesting. But yeah, I tend to get not much hate, but some hate.
It's weird. One thing I have noticed is a lot of the younger Hungarians, British YouTubers are so famous with them that they just use British slang like it's normal for them. And that's really interesting. They know like more British slang than I do because I've been away from England for so long.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know much of the British slang for sure. Yeah, I think we both consume more like American
yeah, mostly
media.
American for me. But not much, actually. I work so much, I don't watch
Yeah, but
anything.
when we do...
Well,
lately we've been watching German movies.
Yeah, and a Serbian film we saw, which...
Srpski film.
Yeah, I can't believe that the movie is called A Serbian Film.
Yeah, that's the title.
And it's about a retired Serbian porn star, which is probably why we watched it.
Yeah.
And he comes back because he needs money and he makes this movie that he has no idea what it's going to be about.
But he signs a contract.
Yeah, and to put it in context, in one scene, he kills a man by stabbing him through his eye into his brain with his hard penis. And it's like...
I mean, it's genius. I wouldn't come up with an idea like that.
And yeah, I can't think of many movies where like you see a man with a hard penis.
I've never seen it.
And definitely I've never seen anyone kill someone
with a penis
before. So
it's something else. Would you recommend it?
I would recommend watching it for like the shock value and because some of the female actresses are unbelievably hot. Just like, I think when we were watching it, I was like, oh, I've got to go back to Serbia. Because I remember when I was there, just the hottest girls in the world.
Well, we are going to Slovakia.
Slovakia is also good for hotties. It's like...
Yeah, so, you know, We are coming, Slovakia.
Yeah, Eastern Europe is just hot girl central. Weirdly, Hungary is the one that's not, I find.
Although they love to say Hungary has the most beautiful women on the world.
It's a lie. It's just such.
Of course it's a lie.
I think it could be, but I think, and there are some really beautiful Hungarian girls, but I think fashion is a bit different here.
Yeah.
And that really holds it back.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so homemade sex tapes.
Homemade sex tapes.
Should we get into it?
Yeah, we should.
And this is the reason I wanted to talk about it. I want to see what you think to this, because obviously this is British news, so like laws and standards are different in the UK. But a few years ago, they passed like a revenge porn law. And my understanding was like if someone made a sex tape and then they put it on the internet without your permission, like it was illegal. But I don't think I'd heard of anyone actually being prosecuted for it. So like, I actually think this is a good story in the end. But so it's Stephen Baer. He is like a British reality TV star. And Georgia Harrison, she's also reality TV star. So he has security cameras, like CCTV, in his garden. And he had sex in the garden with her.
Okay.
And then he took the CCTV footage and he uploaded it on his OnlyFans and made £40,000 from selling them having sex. And
I mean, it's a genius, but I guess he didn't involve in that plan Georgia.
Yeah, so he advertised the clip as, "Can't wait to see me fucking in the garden." Like, and it's incredible. But I mean, it's great. He's been found guilty, and it looks like he'll spend years in prison.
Oh, so it's not only financial punishment. He'll actually spend time in prison.
Yeah, financial punishments tend to be very low in the UK.
Oh, so like not significant.
No, I think if you go to civil court, maybe it's different. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really know. But I think, like criminals generally go to jail or they get some kind of community service.
Some people get all of those.
And to put it in context, like the guy is wealthy anyway, like legit wealthy.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
He didn't need to do it. Like
he just did it for the hype, I guess.
Like every day he went to court, he showed up in a Rolls Royce. So like he didn't need the money. Like that 40 grand.
Yeah, so it was
not a lot
just
of money
flex.
for him. Well, it was like
what did he say? Why did he do it?
I imagine through his trial he's just kept quiet and left his lawyer to do everything. But but Georgia said she's relieved. She says the last 2 years have been absolute hell, and this verdict will allow me to put the pain I've suffered in the past and start embracing the future. His behavior is completely unacceptable, and those who choose to commit such crimes should be prosecuted.
Yeah.
I felt ashamed, hurt, violated, even broken at times. But today I stand here feeling empowered and grateful, and a huge sense of unity of all of those who've reached out to support me throughout this ordeal. And yeah, like, it's just amazing. Like one is she didn't know she was being filmed. So that's one crime. And the second crime is putting it on the internet. And for like whether you put it on for free or for money, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's equally bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, we do porn, so we know how it feels when like your family and friends, like, or people you know, like when that first person finds out about it, like even though you know it's coming, there's like that sinking feeling, isn't it? It's like like you want the ground to swallow you. Really, you actually do feel like you just go into the ground. It's like
it's a very heavy feeling. I know.
It's like extreme, like that butterfly feeling, isn't it? But in like a really negative way.
But really, like your heart drops into your stomach.
Who was the first person that found out for you or that gave you that?
Well, actually, I don't know exactly who was the first one, but I know that me and my mom, we did not disclose the fact to my father, and he found out through a common friend whose son saw a video of me And then
I'm sure he saw it, right?
I don't know, but he said like it looks like Kiara. So and this friend who is like similar age as my father, he gave him a call. Like they are not sure, but does he know if that's the case? And he didn't know. So I don't think personally my father had seen any footage, but yeah, I mean, we knew it was coming. So, and at the time when all this happened, I was in Japan. So, it gives you the benefit of like, oh, I'm like so far away,
yeah, the
it almost
distance
happens
helps.
in another world. So, but I think I told you before, maybe I haven't, but I'm telling you now, the first university I was studying at, allegedly, they played one of my videos in front of a class or something. Like, like projected it on the wall. And
That the school did?
I mean, some students who hated me and found out. And it's like a smaller city. It's not the capital. And so they projected it on the wall and, basically shaming me like, oh, look who's there and stuff. I'm glad I wasn't there. But then I was thinking about it, how pathetic this is. It didn't really affect me because all these things happen somewhere else and you're not there when people see you and it doesn't feel real. But
yeah, it definitely doesn't feel real. And like the thing is that we knew what we were signing up for when we do it.
Yeah, like
So,
I had no doubts, but
but I think my point is like, if we feel like that when we know what to expect,
imagine how civilian
like
people feel.
The feeling when someone says to you,
yeah,
oh, is this you? Like,
I can't even imagine that.
well, people have killed themselves because of it.
Oh,
like, 100%.
That's
like people have killed themselves.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and like there's the girls do porn incident in America, and I think there's one ongoing in the Czech Republic where a company was telling models that, don't worry, it's not going on the internet. It's private collection only, or it's only going to be distributed on DVD in Australia.
Okay.
And then it was like ruining girls' careers, like people who were studying to be a lawyer and things like that, and jobs that maybe you can't really have. You have to keep like, obviously everybody has like a sex life, but in some professions you do have to keep your sex life private.
Yes.
But
so you're saying that these companies were telling the girls it's not going online.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they yet signed some sort of contract. They just didn't read it because
they didn't read it. But also the contract is quite generic, So if you notice, one of the things that's happened in our industry in the last few years is now the contracts say this will be on Pornhub. It will be on, and it has that in like bold letters.
Yeah. So,
and it's something like we added to our contracts because sometimes people don't realize, they think like videos only go on one site. So they don't realize it's on Twitter, on Reddit.
Yeah.
And they don't realize like piracy exists and people are going to steal the videos and share them.
Multiplies.
Which is pretty naive, but some people are just naive.
Still. Yeah, it must be terrible to find out that some people saw you in your most vulnerable state.
Well, it happened to a friend of mine recently. So it's like kind of a former friend with benefits, let's say. She messaged me because of my job saying that a guy, like an ex that she made a sex tape with, was threatening her, like trying to get her to like send her more nudes or he'll release the sex tape. It's like blackmailing her as well. And the thing we found is that obviously people date in people from different countries, you know, it's like people travel, and we weren't even sure where to start, because it was like, do we try to like prosecute him or stop him by going to the police in his country or in this country? And in this country, I don't think there's any laws stopping it. Like in Hungary, the thing is, if someone makes a sex tape of you and puts it on the internet, I don't think you can do much.
Yeah, you know, the only thing is if they upload it on Pornhub, then eventually Pornhub will require or immediately model release.
They will now, but this is the thing with the girls do porn thing. They didn't care at all, and that's what got them into a lot of trouble, because they weren't, like, the girls were begging them to delete the scenes. And they didn't. Their response was to try and buy the company that was making, because they were making so much money, because these girls were like, they were like a level above what most porn stars are. They looked like real models, you know. Some of them were like Miss Teen USA and like in beauty pageants, you know. They were kind of girls that would make incredible money without doing porn. So it's like, it's not to put porn models down, but, you know, mainstream models are usually a bit different.
Yeah, of course.
Because, I mean, they get paid more, so why would they do porn? It's just an incentive, I think. So, yeah, it was really tricky. And Pornhub tried to buy them, even though they knew about all the lawsuits and things. It was very, very awkward. And I do say that, like, Pornhub are one of the good guys in porn. Like, they're one of the more ethical companies.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the companies that has done a hell of a lot to make the industry better. But I guess, like everybody, they're not perfect, and maybe they didn't believe the girls. Plus, you know, these girls had signed model releases, so it's not like Pornhub's fault thinking it's legit. Because you do get like as a producer, you do get people writing to you sometimes where it's like, I made some porn review a few years ago and I'm regretting it, so can I delete the scenes?
Oh yeah, like, so someone shot a video a long time ago and they would like to delete it, you know, because they don't like it anymore.
Yeah, so sometimes you just get a letter from someone that's regretted it, and yeah, they do try. Like, I've had girls say like, oh, but I didn't know it was gonna, you know, be on Twitter or on Pornhub and stuff. And it's like, no, we were doing like live streams on Instagram and Twitter while you were here. Like, you knew it was like everywhere, you know.
Yeah, but some people still will try to make it disappear. Some people really change their minds.
Yeah, and not many people actually, but it does happen.
It does happen. I mean, I would love to delete some of my existing videos, but only for the reason them being cringe.
And you thinking of any specific video?
Of course, like some of my first videos are definitely so bad, and the first like photo sets just incredibly cringe. You know, you change a lot.
Yeah, some things don't age well. Like, I look at some of the things I wrote, like when I first started in the business.
Yeah, but that's just how we are, people. Like, you know, optimally we will grow better and feel cringe or bad about old stuff, so that's quite normal. And that's just how it is.
Yeah, and then and like I said, I do feel sorry for like Pornhub who got wrapped up in that, because it destroyed their business. It destroyed a lot of business for porn producers as well. Like, a lot of porn models and porn producers were making the majority of their money on Pornhub Premium.
Yeah.
And because of that mistake, and because of other things people uploaded that shouldn't have been on Pornhub, I mean, it killed, like, some people went from making $100,000 a year or more to making nothing. And it's,
you know, it's just
all because of like contracts, all because of this company that were just abusing people.
Horrible.
Really, really bad.
So,
but yeah, but with these girls, like, some of them, like, a lot of them had boyfriends, and they thought their boyfriend wouldn't find out about it.
I can't relate. Obviously, we are in different shoes. for me, it's the opposite. Like, it's cool if people find out about it.
We get disappointed when a video doesn't get seen by everybody, and like we spend our time trying to get as many people as possible to see it.
Yeah, and until this day, recently I've been more active on TikTok, and there are always people who comment on the video saying like, she's really familiar from somewhere. Like, I wonder where from. And it's like, duh. Like, is there anyone who doesn't know yet? Or is that supposed to be making me feel uncomfortable? Like, I'm obviously not hiding it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and they think it's like, ooh, like, we're gonna make Kiara feel uncomfortable here.
Well, the thing is, I think because like we can't advertise our porn directly on TikTok, that people maybe think, oh, she's trying to have a mainstream career now. They think like, oh, so they're like maybe trying to like, oh yeah, but I know you're a porn star, really.
But it's just like, oh, guys, you know where you can see her, right? It's the orange black tube. And it's like, please.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for us, it's the opposite. We want that kind of attention.
Yeah.
But
for most people, it's not. It's like absolutely devastating. And yeah, with this girl I was talking about earlier, because she might have been underage at the time that the videos were made. She couldn't remember, because we were from quite a long time ago. But in the end, they did get released, but not on Pornhub and X videos and like any of the main sites that you'd think, because they do have a lot of protections in place. And if you do tell them, they get taken down. And you can also like fingerprint the videos so that if they do get uploaded, they get deleted before they even get released on those sites.
Awesome.
So that's a really cool thing.
Awesome.
But the sites they were released on was like Reddit.
Oh.
But in an index. And they were released on these forums where guys like share pictures of girls they've been with and exchange.
Yeah, I know.
And
yeah, I know.
That was truly disturbing. And
it's the revenge porn. Really.
Yeah. And I don't know what the incentive is. Is the incentive that they want to hurt the girls?
I think just the pure humiliation, because there's no other weapon there.
It's such an evil thing to do, though. Like,
but that's the point.
But it seems so common too. Like,
yeah, because it's what like the lower intelligence people do, I find.
I'm not so sure it is lower intelligence, because like even this celebrity, he's pretty successful. And okay, you can say it's reality TV, but
yeah, maybe
in my experience, most people that are successful,
you're totally, yeah, I was totally
they're
wrong.
not stupid.
Yeah, I would like to share a story with you. Not too long, but so whenever I've had my longest relationship, we would also record ourselves because we would enjoy watching those videos. And whenever things went south, it was actually me who blackmailed, but not really, my ex-partner. Like, if this and that, I'm just gonna send these videos to your daughter's school.
Oh my God, Kiara.
I know. But, it's just being honest here.
But you were saying that, like, because it was a real threat, or you just wanted to, like, terrify him?
Yeah, of course I would not do it. Like, I would not do it. But seeing him being so worried was so much fun that I really wanted him to believe it. But, it was a toxic relationship towards the end. So I also had done and said, ugly things. But, and he was begging me to delete those videos.
It's a terrible thing to say or do.
Yeah. And, I would be like, and what would your friends say? Because he kept me as a secret for a very long time, and he wouldn't want, people know that he's dating a sex worker essentially, and also making explicit videos and stuff. And we've also made like silly photos, him wearing a thong on his head and stuff. So like private stuff. So
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, you couldn't blackmail us, but
So it really is like when they call it revenge porn, it really is that. It really is like,
you just want to hurt the person.
yeah, because a lot of times, I guess I gave the benefits of the doubt, and the way I thought of it was that it's like, okay, not in Stephen Baer's case. He clearly just made money from it, and he was like threatening her and harassing her with it, like as you said. I hope that usually it is just talk and people don't go through with it in most cases.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I would never proceed with such thing. And eventually I actually deleted those videos.
Yeah, and I think in the UK, even threatening to release it, because that's a form of blackmail, isn't it? And it is illegal. If you, like, a common scam is for criminals to record a sex tape with someone. So a girl will like target someone wealthy, record them having sex, and then shake them down for money in order to delete it. So, that is, and I think that type of crime would usually be unreported and people would just pay the money because, they have their wife, family, I'm sure it happens a lot. So, and that is a crime in itself, just the very threat.
Yeah, I don't know in our country how it is.
In Hungary, I feel like there's a lot of protections that should be in place that are not.
Yeah, maybe it's just, until it's just talk. But yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like in Hungary, if you went to the police with something like that, they'd just say, well, you were stupid. You shouldn't have made a sex tape.
Oh, yeah. They would blame you for being stupid.
Yeah, they'd be like, or blame you for being a slut or something. Like, it's not the most progressive country in the world, let's say, for women.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, and I guess I gave the benefit of the doubt to a lot of these guys. I thought maybe it's a bit like when you tell someone a secret and you say, like, don't tell anyone, no.
I was going to say the exact same.
Maybe everybody, like, when they make a sex tape, they're like, okay, I'll just send it to this person.
I wanted to say the same thing.
But, yeah.
They, like, just this person, because people have the need to share.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we are.
Yeah, maybe I see more of it because of my job. But a lot of girls I date, they'll show me their previous sex tapes because they're, like, curious what I think.
Oh, yeah, because, you're the one to share it with. Definitely. And they would just really innocently send it to someone, and that someone, maybe he's like drunk in a party, something, and he's like, these are my friends, like they're not gonna spread it. And then
or he might think he's like sharing a sex tape with a girl he met on Tinder, but really it's a guy pretending to be a girl just to collect sex tapes,
maybe
because there's so many fake profiles on Tinder and online
for
dating.
sure.
And
so
yeah,
but like, I would say if anyone wants to be safe, just simply never agree to record such stuff.
Yeah, like that's it's like, if you don't want to get pregnant or catch any STIs, just don't have sex.
Yeah.
But I think it's not realistic because I think people get curious, and I think the important thing is to be making it for yourself. And like most girls I've spoken to didn't really want to make a sex tape. They did it more for their partner.
Well, nowadays, if I want to record a sex tape, it's just so I can upload it on OnlyFans.
Yeah. See, that's so different.
Not for myself.
Yeah. But I think we would think about like normal people. And I think often the girls doing it for like, just because their partner wants to.
Yeah.
Maybe not entirely.
To impress their partner.
Yeah.
It's it's the same with anal sex, I feel. Just
with a lot of things.
Yeah, with a lot of things. It's just they want to prove their partners that they are cool.
Yeah.
And then they regret it later.
Yeah, they can regret it. And I think I always tell girls, like, if you record a sex tape, record it on your phone, because
Oh, yeah, preferably.
if or when it gets out, nobody's going to care about the guy being in it. It won't
No,
affect
it's
his
gonna
career or anything.
Yeah, it's gonna be the girl.
Yeah.
Unless it's...
Maybe in a few cases it would affect the guy's career, but I think usually not.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, if you own the sex tape, then it can be good for your career. Like Kim Kardashian made a lot of money from her sex tape.
Oh, and Paris Hilton also has one. There is no actual intercourse, but it's
there
really...
There is.
Really?
I've seen it, yeah.
Oh,
it's
cool.
like green, it's like in night vision, the sex part.
I really like the Kim Kardashian one.
Very well made, isn't it? Almost like they planned it.
It's good.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, these are cool. I like celebrity sex tapes.
Yeah, I mean, they're so staged, and obviously they always happen like when it's like a short clip leaked just as their career's flagging and they've got like a new song coming out or something.
I wish I could do that.
Or like with who was the wrestling girle? There was a wrestler that had a sex tape, and then like her movie, like a film came out, a biography of her movie came out a few months later.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the name.
But it's always like convenient timing with sex tapes. Or like they somehow get licensed and they make a lot of money from them while claiming they were stolen. It's like, you've signed a contract to say that.
Yeah, it's very trendy to say.
Well, the media just swallow any bullshit you give them. They don't like look into it or research it.
Yeah.
They just swallow any bullshit.
Any bullshit, yeah. So what's your take on sex tapes? Do you like recording those?
You know what? Even before I got into porn, I didn't really have much interest.
Me neither.
I got into porn more for money than for the sex or sex tapes. But I've got some friends and they really like them. Like one of my friends, he got robbed, and the thing that he was most upset about
is his sex tapes.
They stole his hard drive, like an external hard drive that was full of like every sex tape he'd made from like the age of 16 upwards or something.
Yeah, I can.
And for him, he used to like watch them and kind of like relive his old, highlights.
I can feel the pain on that one.
But also like, and that's the thing, like phones get stolen, iCloud get hacked.
iCloud, yeah.
And Google Drive can be hacked very easily. And
not to mention, sometimes you airdrop things on the wrong...
It's the wrong person.
Exactly. It happened to me. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, but, you just tap and,
Yeah, like sometimes I work from co-working spaces and I'm always airdropping files to myself just to speed things up. And I'm always paranoid I'm going to tap the wrong thing and send some porn to someone in the office. Yeah.
It happened to me that someone wanted to airdrop me something. And sometimes I really want to accept, but I'm like, no.
I would totally accept. I find like
Seriously?
have you noticed like when you're in a club, it's how they sell drugs now. Like you'll get like an airdrop notification and it just says like drugs ? And a phone number.
Wow.
It's quite cool though. It's good marketing if you're in a club. Because sometimes you're like, okay, who do we buy from?
Well, not us anymore.
No, not anymore. But yeah, it's good advertising by the drug dealer.
Very good advertising, but really, you should be very careful with airdrop.
And smart, because people with iPhones usually have more money to spend. But yeah, and imagine like the videos getting stolen. And what happens if videos are stolen and then they're uploaded somewhere else? Is the person that lost the videos, is he prosecuted as revenge porn? Or do they have to prove intent?
I think it's a gray zone. It's hard.
Yeah, I'm not familiar about the UK law, but I have to find out more about it. But I'm also like quite proud of the UK for doing this, because I think most countries have started to adopt like revenge porn laws, but in most of them, it's not usually enforced. I think most people get away with revenge porn, sadly.
Yeah, because I think it's also hard to trace it back and exactly to prove it that there was ill intent. It's, I think, and it's just
you got to prove that it was malicious.
Yeah, how can you? Or you can only say that you were not consenting to that.
I think the key would be if you found like where it was first uploaded.
Yeah,
if the IP address was your upload, then like, that's enough evidence. But if the person's using a VPN,
but
it's
also,
much harder
you
to
know,
trace.
I don't know how to pronounce the word prosecuting.
Prosecuting.
Yeah, prosecuting is one thing, but sometimes I think it's impossible to get rid of all those videos, like from online. You know.
Yeah, like
there are just so many. How can you make them all disappear?
I would, like, if anyone does have a problem with revenge porn, I would say, like, feel free to drop me a line and I'll show you how to get rid of them. I've helped quite a lot of people.
Is it easy?
It's surprisingly easy on most sites, yeah.
Whoa.
But some sites won't take fast action.
And can you remove it from like torrent websites?
Yes. File sharing, torrents almost impossible, but you can remove the index in search engines.
Okay, so there is hope.
Yeah, and torrents, only a small percentage of people use torrents these days. Most people use streaming or file sharing.
So this garden sex tape with Georgia, was it? So did
he put it on his OnlyFans. You know, I didn't, like, I felt like it would, I was curious about it. I mean, she's a very beautiful girl. So like there is a natural curiosity, but I don't know, just out of respect, I didn't search for it.
It's very considerate.
I just thought, I don't know, that's really silly. But, so I can do a search and see if it's there, but I don't know if it will be like real or fake ones, or but I would guess it is there. But you know, to get rid of it, it's actually quite straightforward. Like I say, you can fingerprint it. It costs $1 per month per video, like maximum. It should be a lot cheaper than that. I actually when the fingerprinting technology first became cheap, I tried to do a deal with a revenge porn charity. And I offered them that I'll remove all revenge porn for their customers, for their people that complain to them, if they collect the videos in a file, and I wanted them to do it, so they're not like sending sex tapes to a porn company. We'll fingerprint everything for free, and we'll remove all the revenge porn for them from the internet for free, because it was such an easy thing to do that we could do it in an automated way with no work on our part. And we thought that's a nice thing to do. And the revenge porn charity said they couldn't do it because they can't be associated with a porn company. So they preferred the revenge porn to be out there than to work with a porn company to remove it. So it's like, which just shows me that most of these charities are just hypocrites. And I think they're just there to collect their salary and to feel good and pretend they're doing a good thing. But when it comes to it, when they can really do some good, that they don't. They care more about themselves and their image than they do about actually helping people.
It's a hypocrite thing.
Very, very.
So, like, would you have, you know, like an advice for men and for women specifically, or it's the same?
I don't know if you can't say men and women, because, like, obviously there's different types of porn and things like that. Like normally the man is holding the camera and filming POV, so you don't even know it's him.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, unless like he's talking a lot.
Yeah, you can't really identify.
Yeah.
It's the face.
It's the face, yeah. Sometimes tattoos can give it away.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucked.
The person has to really know you, or like know that part of your body if it's a discreet tattoo, or sometimes birthmarks. Or, like, I know like some girls doing porn get very paranoid. They're like, oh, I can wear a mask. And then, oh, but what about this mole I have? And I'm like, no one's going to recognize the mole.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are like overly paranoid. And so what do you think, when is it safe to record something with your partner, or is it never really safe?
The thing is, like, everybody thinks they trust their current partner.
Which is normal.
Yeah. But I think ultimately you just can't. Because
I don't think
when people do break up, men and women, it seems, can go crazy. Like, and there is no other way of saying it. It is craziness. But maybe they lose their minds.
Really, I don't know if you agree with that, but I think between like crazy love and hate towards the same person, there's like a very thin line.
Well, yeah, like crazy lust and not getting what you want can make you hate that person.
And I'm very much guilty of that because I'm this kind of person. Like, I can either really, really like someone and then just hate the person so much.
I wonder how much blame actually lies with the person, or if they do enter a kind of mental illness because of the breakup, because it seems to me like a lot of the people that do revenge porn, they might be like good in every aspect of their life and the kind of person that would never do this.
They just can't process.
Just can't handle a breakup.
Yeah, could be. But, that's not...
I mean, it doesn't excuse it, but I'm just saying that...
yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, you can do things and not be yourself.
So, ultimately, it's better not to record.
I think it's better not to. Like, if you do, like, wear a mask. Like... You both know it's you. You see each other's face all the time. Like, do you really need to show your face? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Or like do like doggy style, or, like start small.
I don't recommend it though.
And some guys have a fetish for this, by the way. Like especially like the cuckold guys and guys that have this like hot wife fantasy and like to share their girlfriend. For them, it's like recording is like a part of the relationship, like seeing them with other guys.
Or, what about, I think a lot of guys enjoy receiving like short videos from their girlfriends, like during work hours. And stuff.
Yeah. And girls like to receive the same as well, like the old thinking of you.
Yeah,
messages.
probably.
Maybe less explicit for girls.
Yeah, but it's also... the same department as the sex tape.
Yeah,
so you should be also very careful.
But most girls crop out their head when they send sexy photos.
Yeah, but still, then there are these slut-shaming websites where they upload your profiles with your face and then photos of your body. But
you know what? Like, when they do that, like, personally, I wouldn't worry about that because you have, so long as your face isn't in the photo, you have plausible deniability. It's like, come on, it could be anyone naked. And it really could.
Yeah, it could be, but I think...
So I would tend not to worry about that. Because, I mean, it's almost unavoidable.
Yeah.
Another thing people do now, though, is... So
it's better not to, take photos or record short videos, like, without the head.
Yeah, well, the thing is... Like, I don't know if you've seen any deepfake porn.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, well, even if you don't do porn, people can still get revenge porn on you because they do like and the deepfakes, they look pretty good.
I actually enjoy watching those from time to time with like a certain celebrity I like.
Have you made your own?
No, I haven't. I don't have to. But like, I really enjoy Emma Watson's.
Oh, yeah.
Fake videos or photos. It's like so realistic.
Do you ever put yourself into them? Because like I've done that when I was like experimenting with deepfakes. I was trying to make a sex doll talk.
Oh no, I haven't.
And I'm
too lazy
for a laugh. I just put myself into some porn videos.
I'm too lazy for that.
But yeah, it was just fun to experiment with. And yeah, I was talking to a journalist about this, and she was asking about deepfakes, and I'm like, well, on porn sites, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's an app where you can just make deepfakes on your iPhone, and they advertise it on porn sites as, make your own porn.
Wow.
And they advertise like, drop girls you like into porn videos.
It's never been easier, huh? You don't even have to fuck.
And it should be wrong because, like, obviously...
It is wrong.
Obviously, you own the rights to your own image, and someone can't just look on your Instagram and take a photo and make porn of you.
Yeah, that's not okay.
And yet they do. And I can't believe that the porn sites let that company advertise in that way. I can't believe they carry the ad. Like, I know porn sites carry a lot of scam ads, like penis pills and grow your dick, and almost every ad on a porn site is a scam.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disgusting that they're happy to scam their users this way. But this one particularly is like so far over the line.
It is.
That I can't believe they get away with it. It's
when I was like much younger, and I think I saw the like fake naked image of a celebrity, I thought it was real. And I thought, and you know what? I thought, wow, like I found one. I found it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, deepfake, like when the internet was like, when porn on the internet was more images and you had to like wait for the image to load like line by line. Celebrity, like Photoshop was so new that people just thought, oh, they're really celebrity images. And it was hard. Like, people were skilled at Photoshop even then. So,
you know, the thing is, like, as for the sex tapes, personally, I don't even enjoy doing them because I just want to have sex. And whenever like the camera is on, like personally, I can't help but I switch, I start posing, I try to look my best, and you know, it's not the same. So I really prefer to have sex without any cameras if possible.
Yeah, like
just be myself.
As a guy, you know, holding the camera removes so much intimacy.
Of course it does.
It removes almost all the pleasure.
Yeah.
But if you put the camera on the side, it's a lot more pleasurable.
But still, you know, it's there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think this podcast became like the revenge porn podcast. So I'll probably like re-record the introduction because I think like we can do like another episode just about like homemade sex tapes and how to make them work good.
But this is way more interesting.
Yeah, this is way more interesting. So I'm glad we've done it.
Of course. So my personal and ultimate advice is to avoid homemade sex tapes by, you know, at any cost.
I don't think at any cost. I think if your face isn't in them, why not? Like,
yeah, but you know, and
you know, the other thing you can do is you can use filters on TikTok and Snapchat, particularly. They have some really good filters that alter your face so much that it's not you, not recognizably you.
And what's the point of having that video then?
Well, it's your body, but your face is changed.
But is that good?
There's a Pornhub girl that does it, and she like shows her face. She makes good money, and no one knows who it is. So it's not a bad business strategy for her.
Yeah, but if we are talking about couples and they would, you know, like to watch the video together.
I think it's like a safety feature. It's like if you want to make a sex tape, but you want to protect yourself a little bit, using a good filter is an option.
Or wear sunglasses.
Sunglasses, I think, do hide your identity somewhat, but
and like in the dark, you know.
Yeah, I think ski mask that works.
The best is if you wear the motorbike hats.
A motorbike hat, yeah.
or a scuba diving, you know.
Wow, yeah, that's like we talked on another podcast with Nicky Nuts. He was saying he did loads of underwater porn in full scuba gear.
Wow.
And he said that the models that did that porn, they were mainstream models, not porn models, because in the scuba gear, no one knows who it is. So it's like, so he loved that job. He was just, you know, fucking girls underwater.
Yeah.
It's where he met his girlfriend. That's how they met. They had an underwater romance.
I don't like underwater sex.
No, I've never done it. I tried in the shower, in the bathtub, and it's like, let's go to the bedroom.
It just takes all the natural lubrication away. And they say, but use lube. And like, nah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not the
too
same.
Much planning then.
We are not reptiles, so We should not mate in water.
Or fish.
Or fish. I mean, some people are.
We're not whales.
Some people are fish, but...
Mermaids you're thinking of?
No.
Oh.
Those who have bacterial vaginosis.
Oh.
So maybe if you have that, then feel free to have.
Yeah, if you're fishy, like
If you're,
stay
like,
near water.
fishy, then just stay in the bathtub, and empty your caviar there.
Yeah. So anything else on revenge porn?
It's not cool. So I disencourage everybody and, stay away. It's very low. It's a very ugly thing to do. And just, put yourself in other person's shoes.
Yeah. And
no one wants to be in that situation.
I think no matter how hurt you feel after a breakup, or because a girl doesn't want to see you anymore, or because a guy doesn't want to see you anymore,
yeah,
like nothing will excuse it.
No.
And like maybe
it's not cool.
The law hasn't caught up in every country yet.
I think it will eventually. Yeah, it will.
And like the hurt you're doing is so bad. Like I can't imagine that someone that does it would want that person to kill themselves or to feel that way. And like maybe if they did understand how it made someone feel, they wouldn't do it. I don't know.
So we both, stand on the same side, and we do not approve of any kind of revenge porn.
No, and I'm happy to see like strong sentences, and like for me, like if revenge porn for me is equal to rape. Like
it's very, very bad.
It's extremely bad, and it's life-changing. It's not something you can ever undo. Like you're hurting that person for the rest of their life.
And really, like ugly things only, I don't know how to say it, result in ugly things. It's you're not gonna feel better. That person's not gonna feel better. Probably the families will be also involved at some point. So you're hurting many people when you do that.
Yeah, like for me, like anyone that's found guilty of sexual crimes, like they should be chemically castrated because like just to stop them ever doing anything like that. It doesn't matter what sexual crime it is, it's
not okay.
Just it needs to be removed.
Yeah.
Like prison's not enough for those people. Definitely not. So that's revenge porn.
So that was revenge porn for you guys.
But yeah, and if anyone does have any trouble with revenge porn, like happy to suggest charities to talk to.
Let us know.
I would recommend just send me an email, and I would help anyone for free that's struggling with that.
That's very nice of you.
Like people that have porn companies are usually better at taking down videos than these charities, sadly.
And just be more conscious. And even if you're...
Just don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
Because you might trust them now, but in the future, they might not be so trustworthy.
Better not to. Yeah. Just don't. No. All right.
Yeah. So thanks
for having me.
Yeah, as always, it was good.
It was good. So let's talk soon again.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.